Stop everything you're doing. This true story will completely change your perspective on kindness and generosity. In just a few minutes, you'll discover how a simple act of kindness transformed not only one life, but an entire hospital. If you believe in the power of human compassion, keep reading until the end, because this story's twist will give you goosebumps. Maria always believed that small acts of kindness could transform the world. Working as a nurse for over 15 years at Central Hospital in the city, she never imagined that her compassion would change her life forever. It all started on a rainy Tuesday morning when Maria arrived at the hospital and found an elderly man sitting alone in the waiting room. He looked confused and lost, wearing simple clothes and an old coat. His blue eyes conveyed deep sadness, as if he carried the weight of the world on his shoulders. "Do you need help, sir?" Maria asked, approaching with her characteristic gentleness. The man looked up and smiled shyly. I don't really know where I am," he replied with a weak voice. "My mind has been confused lately." Maria immediately realized he might be suffering from some memory problem. Without hesitation, she accompanied him to a more comfortable chair and brought him a glass of water. "What's your name, sir?" she asked gently. "Eduardo." "I think it's Eduardo," he answered uncertainly. Maria noticed he wasn't carrying any documents and didn't seem to have family nearby. Her heart was moved by the situation of this lonely man. During the following days, Eduardo continued appearing at the hospital. Maria discovered that he lived on the nearby streets, apparently abandoned by his family. She began to reserve special time to care for him, whenever possible. Every day, Maria brought an extra snack from home for Eduardo. She helped him bathe in the hospital bathrooms, got clean clothes from other staff members, and even arranged a safe corner where he could rest during the day. The other nurses thought it was strange how much special attention Maria devoted to the elderly man. "You can't save everyone, Maria," said her colleague Sandra. But Maria remained firm in her mission to help Eduardo. As the weeks passed, Maria began to notice strange things. Eduardo, despite his mental confusion, sometimes demonstrated surprising knowledge about medicine. He commented on procedures and equipment with precision that impressed her. Additionally, some of the hospital's older staff members seemed to recognize him, but always quickly looked away. Maria asked about this, but no one gave clear explanations. One day, while helping Eduardo eat, she noticed a small scar on his right hand. "How did you get this mark?" she asked curiously. Eduardo looked at his own hand with a distant expression. "I think it was, in surgery, a long time ago." The truth came to light completely unexpectedly. On a busy morning, Maria was caring for Eduardo when the hospital director, Dr. Martinez, passed through the corridor accompanied by other important doctors. Upon seeing Eduardo, Dr. Martinez stopped immediately and turned pale. "Dr. Eduardo Santos," he said in a low voice, incredulous. "Sir, what are you doing here?" Maria was confused. "Doctor? What doctor?" Eduardo slowly raised his eyes and, for a moment, his expression changed completely. It was as if a fog had lifted from his mind. "Martinez, my dear Martinez," Eduardo said with a firmer voice. "How are things going around here?" Dr. Martinez approached respectfully. "Maria," he said, "you're caring for Dr. Eduardo Santos, founder and owner of this hospital. He developed Alzheimer's 2 years ago and disappeared from the clinic where he was hospitalized a few months ago." Maria could barely believe what she was hearing. The man she had cared for like a homeless person was actually the owner of the entire hospital where she worked. Her legs trembled and she had to lean against the wall for support. Eduardo, now with a clearer mind, gently held Maria's hand. "My dear nurse," he said with an emotional voice. "You showed me something I had forgotten, the true essence of medicine." Tears began to roll down Maria's face. Eduardo continued, "During all these years building this hospital, I only worried about profits and efficiency. But you reminded me of what really matters: human care, genuine compassion. Then came the request that would change everything: Maria, I would like you to become the new director of nursing at this hospital. I want you to teach all the staff what you taught me, that medicine without love doesn't truly heal." Maria accepted the proposal, but with one condition: Eduardo should receive the best possible treatment for his condition, always with dignity and affection. She transformed the hospital into a more humane place, where each patient was treated like family. Eduardo spent his last years surrounded by care and affection, proving that sometimes life's greatest treasures come disguised as simplicity. Maria's kindness not only transformed one man's life, but changed an entire institution. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with your friends and family. They need to see how a simple act of kindness can change everything. And if you believe in the power of human compassion, leave your like so more people can be inspired by this message. In the comments, tell us about a time when you helped someone or were helped by a stranger. Let's spread more love throughout the world together. This story reminds us that we never know who the people crossing our path really are, and that a simple act of kindness can have extraordinary consequences we could never imagine.